The tough kids of Generation X had their own magical place to escape from adults. It was called the Corner Candy Store. If you enjoy our perspective of growing up a tough kid from Generation X, please hit the like button, share our videos, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment below. And you can follow me on Facebook. The Corner Candy Store was an iconic community hub, often located on small-town main streets or tight-knit city neighborhoods. Inside they featured wooden floors with glass display cases that were filled with penny candy. Off to the side was a small chest cooler for soda and nearby magazine rack that catered to our every taste in pop culture. You were never too poor to shop at the candy store. Kids often frequented these corner shops with meager pocket change that usually ended up in a cigar box on the counter. They bought treats like Pop Rocks, Sugar Daddies, and Hershey chocolate bars. Some of the other candies included Good and Plenty, Mounds, Razzles, Red Hots and Jawbreakers, M&M's, Charleston Chew, and my favorite, Bit-O-Honey. It wouldn't be a candy store without Whirly Swirl lollipops. There was plenty of gum to choose from as well. There was Bazooka Joe, Double Bubble, El Bubble, Bub's Daddy, Big League Chew, Beeman's Chewing Gum, and of course Wrigley's. Bubble Yum was absolutely delicious until we heard about a rumor that it had spiders' eggs in it. That sort of ruined things for us. Speaking of rumors, did you hear about? Never mind, let's move on here. We bought our trading cards at the Corner Candy Store. The girls went for Charlie's Angels, imagining that they were one of the angels hunting down the bad guys. Sometimes a girl's fantasy would come to life, and she would actually become Farrah. Okay, maybe that was the boys' fantasy too. Speaking of the boys, they gravitated towards Star Wars, pretending that they were defending the universe with Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. All kids collected Topps baseball cards. Whoever was in charge of marketing these cards to kids certainly identified with their buying audience. Just look at these cards from 1972, 1975, and 1984, full of crazy colors and designs. Even the font screamed out the happy time and place. You knew what year it was by simply looking at the card's appearance. Candy stores sold comic books, which included Spider-Man, Batman, and Mad Magazine. Tiger Beat was strictly for girls, although they had boys on the cover most of the time. They were just none of the boys who looked like me and my friends. The candy store was a great first job for kids. Who wouldn't want to work in a candy store? No matter when you grew up, a slow-paced candy store often acted as a nostalgic sanctuary that encouraged customers to disconnect from the modern, fast-paced life and savor the present moment. These environments were designed to feel like time stands still, allowing for a focused sensory experience of browsing, reminiscing, and choosing sweets without pressure. The famous expression, like a kid in a candy store, exists for a reason. Sadly, many Main Street candy stores are disappearing. They're becoming anachronisms. Just like the small-town movie theaters, the bowling alleys, and the Paperboy. My hometown of Ramsey, New Jersey had Rosie's Candy Store on Main Street, gone. The Ramsey Cinema on Main Street, gone. The Interstate Bowling Alley, gone. All reduced to anachronisms. But why the demise of the Corner Candy Store in particular? With all the joy associated with the neighborhood mom and pop establishment, why are they fading away? You can blame technology. you can blame greed. But let's look at ourselves for a moment. Look at some of the homes we live in now. Not exactly the old neighborhood vibe. Look, I'm not resorting to classism. I'm a capitalist through and through, and profit is certainly not a dirty word. But the world seems to be driven by a different value system today. We grew up with this. Today, you see a lot of this. We also grew up with a lot of this, not this. You can't tell me that the kid who lives in this house is hunting behind couch cushions, looking for spare change, so he can ride his bike down to the local candy store, like this child, in order to buy Razzles. You can't tell me that these girls washing cars to collect an allowance to buy candy would come from this neighborhood. Hey, I ain't no hypocrite. I live in a similar kind of neighborhood. But I never see kids washing their parents' cars, or cutting the lawn, or even out playing for that matter. In fact, many kids from my block don't even go trick-or-treating. One kid actually told me, if I want candy, my parents will just buy it for me. The whole thing is so sad. It's not just about the candy, it's about the community, the experiences. I guess, as Wall Street thrives, Main Street dies. So how can we adjust our sails here and send this ship in the right direction? Well, for starters, you can find a local candy store. There are still a few around. You can put your kids and grandkids in the car, or even walk, take a bike if it's close enough, and visit the local candy store. And while you're at it, visit all the stores on Main Street. Buy local. The hell with Amazon. Until next time, tough kids of Generation X, always remember that back is the way forward. TKO. Tough Kid out.